Oh, wow, man, this is actually quite interesting. I never thought I would see this in this comic for sure, but man, it actually does feel nice. I'm sorry about that. I didn't see you click on this video. So yeah, I guess it's quite surprising that you actually clicked on this video right about now. But yeah, I think I might as well go ahead and do it properly right about now. So yeah. Hey guys, this is Ackleyattack4427 here with a brand new thoughts video for all of you guys, and yeah, I guess you literally caught me pretty much doing what I have to do for sure. Well, technically something that I never thought I would do is that I was actually in the middle of reading this wonderful rare copy of Venom Lethal Protector right about now. So yeah, it's actually a really engaging read for sure. In fact, believe it or not, I was actually lucky enough to actually get all 6 issues of this really popular comic book series for sure. So yeah, it's actually really rare that I would actually get this pretty much these Venom comics for sure. But hey, thanks to the comic book shop Heroes and Villains over in Cortland, which I actually do visit all the time, and the owners there, I've really had a really good connection with them. Yeah, I was lucky enough to actually get these Venom Lethal Protector comics for sure, and I have to say they are a really engaging read for sure. So yeah, and quite fitting enough, it is of course is gonna help tie into today's movie right about now. So yeah, I guess if anything, I think I might as well do it properly for sure. So yeah, it's that time of year again, October. Pretty much the cold weather has finally kicked in again. Though quite frankly, just in case you're hearing a drizzle from of course over by my window, it's already raining tonight as we speak when I'm recording this video, and of course the lawn sleeve shirts and the sweaters and the hoodies are back once again. The leaves are starting to change color and fall off the trees and directly towards the ground. And most importantly of all, Halloween is already on the horizon right about now, and I can't wait for that. And it's actually quite fitting because I definitely know the week before will officially mark my 13th anniversary from when I first created making videos on YouTube. So, but yeah, I guess it actually does feel great to actually have October kick in once again for sure, just to mainly get things off my chest for sure. So yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense on that front. All right, so I guess right about now, with of course, since we're already in the month of October right about now, and like I said, Halloween is already on the horizon right about now. I think, I guess if anything, since after last month, since I rarely did any thoughts videos for sure, in fact, I only seen like 2 movies in theaters plus 1 movie on Netflix for sure, I think it's about time that we kick ourselves back up once again, just mainly for this occasion right about now. And thankfully, believe it or not, I do have a good batch of movies that I would definitely love to see throughout the entire month of October right about now, because yeah, I think it's pretty much what I need by this point, and yeah, just need a little something to help fuel this channel right about now. So yeah, and of course for today's movie I'm going to be talking about, we're going to officially kickstart the entire month of October with of course the movies I want to talk about for sure. So yeah, and of course, if I can just get it back up again. So yeah, given for the fact that, of course, what I just popped up, I think it's pretty clear on what exactly I'm going to be talking about. So yeah, but for those who don't hear about now, pretty much in context with of course the Venom Lethal Protector comics that I actually brought up, I guess for today's movie right about now, we're actually going to be talking about the latest movie revolving around this alien symbiote that likes to, you know, bite people's heads off, resulting in one of Spider-Man's greatest villains of all time. So yeah, but not necessarily on its own solo movie. No. Mainly its sequel, or should I say its long-awaited sequel to its solo movie that came out years ago. So yeah, I guess if anything for today's thoughts we around, but now we're gonna be talking about Venom's long-awaited sequel known only as Venom: Let There Be Carnage. So yeah. Quite frankly, it's been a long time coming for, of course, this movie right about now, and, well, after quite a long time of waiting, and especially through numerous amount of delays right about now, it's finally out right about now, so, yeah. And I guess I was lucky enough to actually go see it, and I'm officially ready to talk about this movie, so yeah. It's pretty much what I can do for, of course, this one. Alright, so now that I've actually got the introduction out of the way, I guess the only thing that I should mention right about now is that I can't actually talk about this movie without talking about the first Venom movie that came out beforehand, so yeah. Pretty much, from what I can recall years ago, I did briefly talk about the first Venom movie back when I talked about the movies I saw throughout the entire second half of 2018, and in case a lot of you guys are wondering why I thought about the first Venom movie, I will admit, I don't think it's actually that good, to be honest. I mean, it's not really the worst I've actually seen, nor is it even great in general, but I just think it's a pretty bad flick, to be honest. But I will have to say, a couple of the action scenes I will have to say are actually done pretty well, and the acting I have to say, mainly from, of course, Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock, aka Venom himself, is actually really good in my opinion, So yeah, I guess if anything, I don't think it's actually a pretty much an awful flick by all means, but I do think it's actually pretty bad for sure. So yeah, but I will have to admit, there's no denying for the fact that it does have some real, some really fun moments that I actually really enjoy for sure. So yeah, pretty much more on the lines of that front for sure. I didn't like the first Venom movie, but I can acknowledge it does have some really fun moments for sure. So yeah, it's kind of like when I talked about Dear Evan Hansen not too long ago. Yeah, that movie is bad for sure, but it does have some stuff in it that I actually really enjoyed for sure. So yeah, that's mainly what I thought of course, the first Venom movie when I first saw it 3 years ago for sure. So yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can say on that, and plus, I will also admit that there are a good number of people that I've actually know, some of which are actually some pretty good friends of mine that actually really do like this, like the first Venom movie for sure. And if you are one of the lucky people that actually like the first Venom movie, good for you, and yeah, more power to you. But for me, I just don't think it's actually a good flick, to be honest. So yeah. So yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can say for the first Venom movie for sure. So yeah, practically since after seeing that years ago, and especially rewatching it very recently to get myself fully prepared for the sequel right about now, I'm of course quite curious to see on how this sequel will actually be better or worse than the first film for sure. And of course, let's not forget to mention, this is of course the second movie right about now to Sony's new attempt at a cinematic universe, mainly devoted to the good majority of the Spider-Man villains, while of course, Spider-Man is of course pretty much having a blast in the Marvel Cinematic Universe right about now. So yeah, I am quite curious to see on how the sequel will actually turn out, and to see if it will be better or worse than the first film. So So yeah, and of course, thanks to the kind people over at Crown City Cinemas, they have allowed me to, of course, gain access to, of course, see the movie for myself, and of course, one other thing I should mention right about now is that I was originally going to see this movie alongside Addams Family 2, which came out this exact same weekend for sure, but unfortunately, some things have pretty much, yeah, some things have, of course, piled up, going on right around beforehand, so yeah, I just mainly bailed out on, of course, the idea of seeing it alongside Addams Family 2, and just mainly stick to seeing this movie on its own merit for sure, so yeah, not much, but it's pretty much what I can do at this point for sure, and don't worry, I'll hopefully check out Addams Family 2 for pretty much later on, whether it be, of course, I'm gonna catch it at a later time for sure, or if I pretty much if I missed out on it entirely, I could just wait until it comes out on Blu-ray and then take a look at it for sure. So yeah. But I guess for now, I'm just gonna mainly focus on, of course, the second Venom movie for now. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say for that, and yeah. Now that I've actually got a chance to actually see this movie right about now, and I was actually really lucky to actually get into the movie theater at the last minute before it officially started to finally get into the midst of this movie. I guess the only question remains, what do I think of this movie overall? Well, that's actually a pretty much a multi-million-dollar question that I always keep on answering, but hey, I guess for what it is, I will have to say, yeah, I think I will have to say the sequel is definitely okay for the most part, but I guess the only question remains, is it better than the first film? Well, this may come as a bit of a surprise to you, but absolutely it is. So yeah, I guess for what it is, Venom Let There Be Carnage, I will admit, it's a decent movie overall, and pretty much an okay sequel to, of course, the first Venom movie for sure, but regardless on that, I definitely think it is a massive improvement from the first film, hands down, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually had a really good time with this one for sure, so yeah, I guess if anything, that's pretty much what I actually thought about this movie right but now. It's okay, but I actually do think it's much better than the first film, and I really had a blast with this one. So yeah, I guess it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright, so now that I've actually got pretty much the short version out of the way, I think I might as well go ahead and talk about everything that I need to talk about for this movie. First of all is, of course, the story for this movie. Now, I will have to say for the story for this movie, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I think it's actually a really well-crafted story for sure. So yeah, even though I will have to say the story in the first film, I don't think it's actually that structured out for sure, but it did have some pretty unique ideas on what it has to go for, but could have been much better than what exactly I was hoping for. But the story for the sequel, on the other hand, I have to say they really did an impressive job with, of course, what it's actually doing for her. Sure, I will have to say it is structured out, of course, what it's actually doing for sure, and of course, with every single bit of it, I have to say it really does do a fine job in doing exactly that. And plus, even though I think I will say this, for while the first Venom movie actually pretty much has some interesting setups to 90s tropes for sure. This one actually took it a step up a notch and probably did some stuff from like the 2000s and stuff, but I will have to say it's not done poorly by all means. In fact, I dare even say they actually did an impressive job with what it's actually trying to do. So So yeah, I think for what it is, I really do admire on how well structured out the story for of course this movie actually turned out. Yeah, some parts of it maybe could have been done a whole lot better, but I still think they actually did an impressive job with, of course, what it's actually trying to do, and of course they really nailed it on the head for, of course, what is actually done by far. And of course, pretty much to go alongside with that, the film's writing, I have to say, I will have to say, it's okay in my opinion. Pretty much some parts of this movie are, of course, written out pretty well, while other times, I just don't think they actually were written out pretty well. So, just kind of a bit of a back and forth situation between good writing and bad writing at the same time for sure. But I think for what it is, I think he did everything he could for, of course, what he had to do. Yeah, some of which we'll have to say, maybe I think they could use a proper rewrite, but I still think they did fine for sure. So yeah, I have to say the story is pretty well structured out for sure, while keeping true to, of course, what the first film did, and picking up on notes on, of course, where the first film went wrong, and actually improve on that for sure. While the writing, I have to say, it's not awful by all means, but it's not really good for sure, but mainly somewhere in between about and how, but hey, for what it is, I think they did a fine job with, of course, both of those aspects for sure. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. Alright, so now that I've actually got the first two out of the way, I guess I might as well go ahead and talk about the next thing that I need to bring up right about now, that being, of course, the characters. So yeah, and what else can you say about them? The characters, I have to say, I will strongly admit, I think they actually are pretty likable for sure. They are just pretty likable characters, I have to say, and each and every one of them actually picked up their characteristics and, of course, their flaws and issues and how they're going to overcome them, and it's actually done pretty well, I have to say, and I will give the film credit for, of course, what it's actually trying to do for, of course, the characters right about and how maybe some of them could have been developed a whole lot more, but I still think they are pretty good characters for sure, and of course with every single one of them I've actually seen, you actually do root for them for sure, and yeah, I think for what it is, I really do admire for what it's actually trying to do, so yeah, it's pretty much what I thought about the characters, I have to say, but the actors that actually came on board to play all these characters, yeah, I guess there's no doubt in my mind, they actually do give out some pretty good performances in my opinion, and each and every one of them actually turned out massively well. Like, of course, I really do admire the incredible charm and charisma that Michelle Williams gives for, of course, Ang Wang, and of course, what else, oh yeah, I think the two that I should bring up right about now is that Tom Hardy, who of course plays Eddie Brock, aka Venom himself. Well, I think pretty much for what it is, pretty much, well, this Venom for sure. So yeah, I will have to say Tom Hardy actually pretty much like with what he did in the first film, I really do admire his performance as Eddie Brock, aka Venom. You know, this guy on the front cover of this really incredible comic book series right about now actually does give out a pretty good performance as always for sure. So yeah, I think for what it is, I really do admire what Tom Hardy has actually bring for, of course, Eddie Brock himself, pretty much just being this regular old news reporter, while of course pretty much biting off criminals' heads with pretty much as Venom himself. Yeah, as Venom himself for sure. So yeah, I really do admire the way on how well it's actually turned out, and Tom Hardy actually does give out a pretty good performance for sure. Yeah, just pretty much pretty much not only giving out a pretty good performance for sure, while of course pretty much either burping a whole lot or just being a crackhead squirrel for sure, while at the same time actually pretty much giving out a really sinister performance as Venom himself. Yeah, pretty much yeah, just pretty much going this whole back and forth situation on, of course, pretty much this alien symbiote that of course likes to bite everyone's heads off for sure, or of course pretty much being a regular old news reporter as always, to which Venom himself actually proclaims, "Well, if I'm going to be honest, you're kind of a loser, Eddie." So yeah. Though I do find it kind of ironic that in the first film, that Venom, and yeah, you heard right, Venom actually stated in the first film that, much like Eddie Brock, he's kind of a loser, so yeah. Again, it has been a while since I've actually seen the first Venom movie for sure, and yeah, you can definitely see why for sure, so. But yeah, regardless on that, like I said, Tom Hardy as Eddie Brock, aka Venom, he actually does give out a pretty good performance as always, and I really do enjoy that. But nothing, and I mean nothing, could compare to probably the greatest performance I've actually witnessed in this movie right but now. That being, of course, Woody Harrelson. Yeah, of course, yeah, pretty much Woody Harrelson portraying pretty much another recognizable Spider-Man villain, and probably the most intense and yet pretty amazing villain in this movie, which is, of course, Cletus Cassidy, aka Carnage. So yeah, I will have to say, I really do admire Woody Harrelson as Cletus Cassidy for sure. Just pretty much, I really do admire the way that he actually, pretty much, giving out a really entertaining performance, being this whole serial killer, vibe, that, he's actually, been, getting, for, sure, while portraying his, character, and of course, when he, actually, becomes, Carnage, he actually, really, brings the intensity level up to maximum for, sure, so, yeah. Pretty much as I love Tom Hardy in this movie, Woody Harrelson really does steal the show for me as Cletus Cassidy, aka Carnage. He is really entertaining to watch for sure. So yeah, much like on how I felt about the characters, all the actors that came on board for, of course, to play all these characters for sure, they actually do give out some pretty good performances in my opinion. So yeah. Alright, so now that I've actually got those two out of the way, what else is there for me to talk about for sure? Well, quite a whole lot for sure, like for starters, pretty much the action scenes and even the visuals and the effects right about now, I will have to say they are pretty well done for sure, and I really do love the way it actually turned out, though. Granted, maybe some parts of it might have actually, pretty much in regards of the visuals and the effects, they probably weren't rendered out quite well, but I still think they actually are pretty well done, and I still really do admire the way on how well the action actually turned out for sure. Again, could have been much better than what I thought it was going to do, but I still think they actually did do a fine job with, of course, what they've actually done, So yeah, there's that, and of course, the direction of this movie, and I should mention this right about now, this film is, of course, now directed by Andy Serkis, who is, of course, not only pretty much a brilliant director from what I assume, but he's also a really damn good actor for sure, so yeah. If you don't believe me, take a look back on, of course, all of his past performances for sure. Mainly, of course, the ones that I can definitely think of is, of course, I did kind of forgot his name, but I did know he was part of course, most of the majority of the Marvel Cinematic Universe for sure, and of course take a look back on, of course, when he not only played Gollum in the Lord of the Rings movies, but also when he played Caesar in the recent Planet of the Apes movies for sure, So yeah, I guess for what it is, Andy Serkis actually did give out a pretty good job in directing this movie for sure, and it really does actually show for sure, and I really do admire the way it actually turned out for sure. So yeah, it's pretty much all I can say on that, and also, I really do admire on some really great cinematography. I think pretty much each and every shot that I've actually seen on screen is absolutely brilliant for sure. And I really do love the way it actually turned out. Though I guess I will have to say for the film's editing, which is of course the next thing that I should mention right about now, is that I will admit, I think I will have to say the film's editing, I have to say, is pretty choppy, to say the least. Like, of course, there are some slow edits, there are some fast edits, and of course, stuff all over the place that, like, you hardly have time to know what's going on for sure, from what I assume, but hey, I guess for what it is, maybe I think it could have been done much better than what I initially thought it was going to do, but yeah, like I said, the film's editing, I have to say, is pretty choppy, to say the least, and definitely could have been a whole lot better than what I thought was gonna be for sure. So yeah, but of course, the most important thing that I can say right about now, pretty much, I will strongly admit, much like on what they kind of sort of did with, of course, the first film, I say this film actually did a pretty impressive job, and of course, capturing the spirit of course, well, Venom himself. So yeah, and of course, each and every, yeah, pretty much every single aspect that I've actually seen, I think they actually did the best they could in actually capturing the magic of course, this alien symbiote for sure, and I think they actually did do a fine job in doing exactly that for sure, whether it be, of course, pretty much Venom and Eddie Brock's on-again, off-again relationship, and of course, bringing on the massive intensity that had plenty of years of great writing in the comic book industry actually has given us. Though I will have to strongly admit, much like on how I felt about the first film, I am disappointed for the fact that that this movie never even got an R rating for sure, because yeah, really think about this for a second. This alien symbiote that is being declared as, of course, Spider-Man's greatest villain of all time, and not to mention, even every once in a while, actually does do some good. Again, as establishing, of course, this pretty awesome comic book series that I was lucky enough to get. I think with the amount of times that, with of course Venom biting people's heads off, mainly criminals' bodies heads off for sure, maybe I think it would have actually worked as, of course, pretty much an R-rated superhero movie, you know, like they did with, say, with of course the Deadpool movies, or even Logan for that matter. So, but hey, I'm sure they did the best they could while of course, mainly keeping these movies PG-13 for sure, but yeah, maybe I think it could have been done a whole lot better if, of course, well, both movies revolving around this guy right here would have gotten an R rating for sure, but hey, like I said, they did the best. They did the best they could on that. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. All right. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much everything that I can say for, of course, this movie. So yeah, what else can I say about this one? Overall, I will have to say Venom Let There Be Carnage, again, is a decent movie, to be honest, and even a decent sequel to, of course, a pretty bad first Venom movie for sure, but I will have to strongly admit, I not only had a good time with it for sure, but I definitely think this is much better than the first film, hands down. So yeah, there's no denying on that front. Yeah, it is okay at best, but I had a good time with it for sure. So yeah, I guess with everything that I have to say about this one, I will applaud this movie, what it's actually trying to do for sure, and I guess for what it is, I really do admire on how well it actually turned out. Like I said, it could have been done a whole lot better than what it's actually trying to do, but I think it is brilliantly well done regardless, even though I'm kind of mixed at best on this one. So yeah, I guess the best way I can describe this movie overall is that Venom Let There Be Carnage is okay, but certainly much better than the first film. So yeah, I guess for what it is, I guess if you are quite curious to see it for yourself, if you, well, have been a big fan of course, the first Venom movie for sure, and I know I certainly did see this movie, despite the fact that I didn't like the first Venom movie, then by all means, go ahead and check it out. I couldn't help but recommend this movie right about now. So yeah, I think, I guess for what it is, I couldn't help but fully recommend this movie hands down. So if you actually want to see it for yourself, then by all means, go ahead and do so right about now. Though my biggest recommendation right about now, once you do, definitely stay until after the credits right about now, because they actually did have like a pretty nice post-credit scene right about now, and I can tell when I actually saw it on the big screen for myself, I was like, holy shit! So yeah, definitely stay until after the credits for sure if you plan on going to see this movie. I won't spoil what it is right about now, but let's just say I think it might have somewhat a bit of a connection to the MCU. And seeing of how I mentioned for the fact that Venom is one of Spider-Man's greatest villains, I think it's pretty clear on, of course, which Marvel superhero in the MCU that I'm officially talking about. And that is definitely saying a whole lot. So yeah, that's my recommendation. If you do want to see this movie for yourself, definitely wait until after the credits wrap up now. I think, I guess if anything, you will be surprised like I did when I actually saw it for sure. But hey, like I said, pretty much if anything, Venom Let There Be Carnage, definitely a decent flick, but I had a good time with it regardless. So yeah, for my final score right but now, I'm of course going to give this movie a pretty decent 6.5 out of 10. Like I said, it is okay in my opinion, but I did find myself having a good time with, of course, this movie, and certainly much better than the first film, and what else can I say? I couldn't help but fully recommend it, hands down. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. So yeah, if you got the time, definitely go see this movie right about now, and yeah, I'm actually really lucky that this finally came out on the first weekend of October right but now. I guess you can actually thank Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings becoming a box office hit that actually prompted this movie to actually come out at the start of this month. So yeah, I think it's pretty much what I can say on that. So yeah, it's pretty much what I can say on that. So yeah, like I said, definitely check out this movie if you haven't yet. So yeah. Alright. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and of course, if you have seen Venom Let There Be Carnage, definitely know what you thought about in the comment section below, as well as, of course, leaving me constructive criticism and or advice on how I can improve my videos in the near future. And of course, as always, feel free to send me an email if you want to ask me any questions, or if you just want to book me for a con or event that'll be coming up sometime in the near future. Follow me on my social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and plenty other social media sites that I have provided. All the links to them are down in the description box below. And of course, support me on Patreon if you want to see sneak peeks to some videos that I got coming up, as well as some other awesome rewards that will help fit into your budget. And of course, if you enjoyed today's video, then give it a massive thumbs up, as it really does help this channel out. And speaking of on my channel, feel free to subscribe and turn on the notification bell and select all notifications if you want to see more videos like this coming up in the near future. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest thoughts video, and now if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go ahead and continue on reading this incredible Venom comic right about now. So, yeah, I guess it's, pretty much, what I, can do at this, point, but hey, I guess it's, something I can do, right up until the, next, Thoughts video. So yeah, I guess until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care. So yeah, now if you excuse me, I'm gonna go ahead and continue reading on, my Venom comics. So yeah, take care, guys. Man, this is actually getting really good, I'm not gonna lie.